You got the trendy reading list stacked pretty on your shelf, a curated little altar to forgive your guilty self. Black squares on the timeline, check box down the line, fair trade latte in your hand saying everything's fine. You love the fancy language, how the buzzwords twist and flow, as long as it's a theory and not someone you gotta know. It's a costume called awareness that you wear beneath the lights, so everybody sees you're one of the good whites. You cry in social workshops, make the whole damn room about you, turn another person's struggle into something you went through. It's a luxury confession with a discount kind of pain, washing off the history without standing in the rain. You apologize for centuries, you say you wanna break, then clutch your leather purse at every shadow by the break. You talk a heavy game when the clapping gets loud, but courage gets expensive when you step outside the crowd. Oh, you wear your guilt like fashion, designer brand grief, buying absolution with a temporary belief. You point that finger everywhere like truth belongs to you, but the loudest kind of privilege is thinking none applies to you. Yeah, the loudest kind of privilege is thinking none applies to you. You lecture me on privilege like you cracked the human code, preaching systemic bias from your cul-de-sac throne. But a black man hit your sidewalk, now you're checking every lock. Guess compassion leaves the chat when it walks into your block. All those TED Talks disappear, all that language turns to air when the theory leaves the classroom and the real world stands right there. You say fear is learned behavior, well honey, class is in, and the lesson got uncomfortable when it showed up with dark skin. You say black folks, brown folks, and women don't know how to get ID to vote. Millions of people put holes in that boat. You ask who will clean your hotel, cook your food, mow your lawn, or watch your kids if we deport. How do you not see the hypocrisy of what you support? You say tear down all the borders, compassion leads the way. Gotta know human is a legal sign, just blooming in your clay. But you're calling up the HOA, or when the new folks park next door. Funny how your open arms got a keypad at the door. You love the work community till it lowers your resale rate. Love diversity and justice till it's camping by your gate. You want the world wide open, just not near your estate. Funny how your open borders always stop at your gate. Oh, you wear your guilt like fashion, designer brand grief, buying absolution with a temporary belief. You point that finger everywhere like truth belongs to you, but the loudest kind of privilege is thinking none applies to you. Yeah. Then you say we need the labor for the jobs white folks won't do. Never hear the plantation echo coming out of you. You call it being progressive, you call it being kind, while you sort folks into boxes in the back room of your mind. You say you're fighting prejudice, standing with the oppressed, but the G-P-O expectations are still hiding in your chest. You don't want liberation, you want service with a smile, and the guilt-free little system that delivers for a while. You swear you're anti-racist, every speech and every tweet, then a sick man boards your flight, and you freeze in row 3C. You don't know his name or story, don't know his faith at all. You built a whole indictment from the cloth you saw. That's a double blind confession, a progressive masterclass. Fearing one religion while you got the culture wrong that fast. You see your turban, feel the panic, then pretend you're colorblind. Girl, your bumper sticker screaming, but it's quiet in your mind. You see the world in colors, till the colors make you scared. Preach acceptance from a distance, long as they don't end up there. Every hashtag says you're different, every sign says something true. But the loudest kind of privilege is thinking none applies to you. Oh, you wear your guilt like fashion, designer brain grief, buying absolution with a temporary belief. You point that finger everywhere like the truth belongs to you. But the loudest kind of privilege is thinking none applies to you. Yeah, the loudest kind of privilege is thinking none applies to you. So keep your hashtags burning, keep your lectures loud, standing safe and stainless in your virtuous little crowd. There's a mirror in the hallway that you never wanna face. So keep preaching about struggle from your gated perfect place. Turn the deadbolt, click a lock, keep the real world off your block. Off your block.